the floor, had Isaac early, couldn't get the ball to him. McClanahan with it over to Henderson. Henderson for three. Yep, good. Three.
Rashad Gray was definitely going to have to chase down block. Decided to go for the steal, and a bucket finally on the board for West.
That is no good. Rebounded by Hall. Ryan Hall pushes it up to Jaylin Henderson. Here comes the first dunk of the year. He does it. One hand. Isaac top of the circle. Around to Gray. Around it goes Jaylin Henderson. Drives to the hole and scores. And looks down low to Bradley. Got a really big mismatch inside as Jaylin Henderson just takes it to the hole. And you have minutes to play. Ryan just dribbling. Dribbles past Bradley. Gives it inside to Jaylin Henderson. By the Oak Ridge defense. Gives the ball back to the Wildcats. 5-5 our score. Jaylin Henderson, a three-pointer from the corner. Good. 3-11 away. Damari with it. Top of the circle. It goes to Kevin Steen. There's Jaylin Henderson. Three-pointer. Right corner. Good. Jaylin just shakes. Kicks it inside to Kevin. Kevin kicks it out to Jaylin. Jaylin shoots a three. Jaylin then pulled down by Alex Willard. Here come the Dragons down the floor. Willard brings it across the line. Pass intercepted. Here comes a dunk to start the game. One hand. Down the floor. Here comes Jaylin Henderson to the hole. Good. And he's back. Boom. They sprinted over to get that chicken.
Surprised you didn't eat it yourself.
Yeah. As the Wildcats get a steal again, and Jaylin.
Or Isaac Marion could get an open shot. Ball inbound to Jaylin Henderson. He's going to get it inside to Isaac, who finishes it off and one.
Picked up by Fagan. Fagan to Steen. The Wildcats have the numbers. Here comes the alley-oop. Shot good. Throw the ball away. Taken away by Oak Ridge. We might have a dunk. Jaylin Henderson. That's an intentional
trouble for him as a free throw's missed by Oak Ridge, but another rebound as they continue to dominate the glass. A three-point.
Here comes the dunk. Jaylin Henderson all the way in. One hand. Stand floating shot. No good. Isaac Ford. That was the rebound. The shot. Jaylin Henderson for three. Good. Petit one-on-one. Bounces and throws it away. Intercepted Jaylin Henderson. Jaylin picks it up. Drives in for the shot. Good.
Getting on the board right now.
Here's Isaac Merriam with it over to Jaylin Henderson. It takes it strong to the hole and scores. Back to Henderson it goes. Oak Ridge in the lead, 4-0. Jaylin dribbles, drives, pulls up, shoots off the glass. Good. Gives him a screen. They give it off to Henderson. Jaylin dribbles in. Jaylin drives in for the shot. Scoops it in the corner. They don't let him get a free look at a three. Jaylin's just going to drive and make it a shorter shot, and he knocks it to Ryan Hall. Wildcats need a spark. Usually Ryan's good for that. Jaylin Henderson gets a little 8-footer. Good. Gives it over to Damari McClanahan. The Wildcats running the floor with Henderson. Jaylin to the hole. Good. The Wildcats wildly throwing the ball around. Kevin Steen with it. Jaylin Henderson strong to the hole and score. Both teams 5-0 in the district as the Wildcats working in Jaylin Henderson. Jaylin drives to the hole and scores. Minute 48 to play. Henderson dribbles to his right. Dribbles all the way to the hole. Takes it in. Scores. Back to the Wildcat Arena here. Oak Ridge basketball. Jaylin Henderson to the hole and scores. Bounce pass right side Isaac. Posts up. Kicks the ball back out to Jaylin. Jaylin off the glass. Shot good. Isaac Marion back out to Henderson. Henderson drives in. Throws up a little 6-footer. Good.
The rim, no good. 1 for 2 from the line. 19 points in the ballgame for that young man.
Jaylin Henderson for 3. Good. And the Wildcats headed for loss number 1.
And the funny thing is Coach Hogan was standing over here with his arms wide like, what are you doing?
Wildcats get the ball across the line without the clock moving. Here they go. Right side. Jaylin Henderson for 3. Good. Goes to Jaylin Henderson. He works the ball to the free throw line, takes it all the way to the hole and scores. Fagan with it to Hall. Dribbles to the top of the circle, goes off to Henderson. Drives the paint, goes in for the shot. Good with 4. Jaylin kicks it out. Mari fakes the 3. He's got to shoot it. Here comes the shot by Henderson. Good. Here come the Wildcats again. Down the floor goes Jaylin Henderson. Drives inside the lane, goes in for the shot and scores. Mark Apples. Here's the bounce pass on the right side. Here comes Jaylin Henderson all the way to the hole and score. Ball back out. Damari top of the key. Won't take the shot. Dribbles in. Gets a screen. Goes in for the shot and scores. 8 right now. Oak Ridge basketball. Fagan with it. Here goes Henderson. Jaylin dribbles into Isaac. Goes in for the shot. Good. Wow. 3 points for the Hilltoppers. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Jaylin Henderson strong to the hole. Good. Hands it off to Jaylin Henderson. Jaylin at the free throw line. Jaylin drives all the way to the hole and scores. Wildcats push it up the floor to Jaylin Henderson. Jaylin shaking, baking, taking it into the hole. Good. And he's fast. And he gives up a layup. Jaylin Henderson to the hole. Good. Isaac goes in for the shot. Blocked. Gets the ball back. Jaylin Henderson, a three-pointer. Good. Trying to go inside there. It's not as quick as Ryan has been, as now they get a shot for outside from Jaylin Henderson. Good. Gives it off to Fagan right in front of the bench. Gives it out to Rashad. Around to Jaylin Henderson. Got a screen. Got a layup. Good. Wildcats were by Henderson. Jaylin Henderson down the floor. Jaylin wants to take it strong to the hole. It takes it all the way in for the shot. Good. And the Wildcats need to set the offense in motion. Here comes Fagan out to Jaylin Henderson for three. They need it. Good. Court to Hall to Corey Fagan in the right corner. They double team him. Leave Jaylin free for a three-pointer. It's on its way. It's good. Maddox, Kevin Steen, Jaylin Henderson. With the basketball, Jaylin Henderson, three-pointer. Left corner on its way. Good. The other way, Damari McClanahan going coast to coast with it. Pulls up, gives it off to Henderson. His third three of the game. Good. Fagan with it. Holds the ball. Works the ball back to Henderson. Dribbles in. Free throw line jumper is good. Just letting them fight. Wildcats have the rebound. Kevin Steen, Jaylin Henderson. One dribble. One dunk. One. Away by Nick Bradley. Here comes another dunk on the other end of the floor. Let's get it. Here it is. He dunks it.